Hi everyone, welcome back to Leila Land. Thank you for joining me. I wanted to have a bit of a chat with you all actually today. I wanted to talk to you about anxiety and how to, I'm not going to say how to beat it or how to conquer it or how to get over it, because why do you have to? There is nothing wrong with how you feel. Anyway, I'm going to get onto that. So I'm not going to say how to beat anxiety, but I'm gonna kind of try and give you my tips on how to live with anxiety and how to not let it rule you. Before I get into all that, hi, how are you doing? How's your week going? You good? If you're not subscribed, just click down there in the description box. I'll leave it at the top, so just go and click on subscribe and join us, and then you can listen to what I've got to ramble on about. If you are a returning subscriber, thanks ever so much for coming back. I love you. Right, so there have been a few things going on recently that have made me want to do this video. Number one has been that I was literally just sat on my laptop looking at the stats and figures that I get for my YouTube channel, and it lets me know what kind of videos you're all watching the most, and it kind of gives me a really good idea of what kind of content you lot like, which, apart from me, you're the most important people to be liking the content that I'm putting out there. I don't think I'd realised how many views some of my videos have got. Like, it's ridiculous. So thank you, first of all. One video that I was really surprised actually had got some of the most views was a really long video I did talking about my anxiety and battles when I was younger with anorexia, and I kind of felt quite nervous to put that video out there because one, it was really flipping long and I thought, jeez, who's gonna watch this? And two, because it is such a personal thing to throw out into the world, really. So I'm so glad that it's one of the most watched videos, because I feel like you lot have taken that experience and that story and, number one, been so kind enough to actually watch and listen to what I've had to say, which is just unbelievable, so thank you. But also, I'm so happy that it's helped some of you. So the comments that I've had on it have been just beautiful. So I'm really sorry that you are having to deal with these issues, but I'm so glad that you found something that you can relate to, which was the point of doing it. A couple of other things have gone on lately that have kind of got me thinking about making a video on this subject again, and I mean, I'm mentioning no names, they know who they are. One of my friends on Twitter was saying that they'd been on a date and we all knew this date was going on. So we're kind of waiting with bated breath to see what had happened on the date, how it had all gone. And they came back from the date really anxious. To see them feeling, after this date was really sad, because I wanted them to be excited and happy and have enjoyed themselves. And the thing that made them feel a bit fed up was that the person on the date had felt like the other person wasn't going to be interested in a second date because they'd kind of let their weirdness out. And I was like, are you kidding? Are you kidding? So what if you've been weird and let your weirdness out? What else are you supposed to do if that's you? And I remember saying, like, and if they don't want a second date because of who you are and your personality, that's their problem and that's absolutely fine. Why would you want somebody who doesn't encourage you to let that side of you out? I bet you're worrying about nothing. I bet they've gone home and are right now telling their friends, oh my god, I met this great person and they were totally not like every other person in the world. That's brilliant. And then I got a message off them saying, oh my god, you've totally changed my perspective on that. I feel really happy again now. But then really thanking me for kind of putting that positive spin on it and that little bit of backup and encouragement. And I just thought, whoa, it drives me mad how other people can get into your head and society as a whole can get under your skin and make you feel like you're not good enough because you're not ticking 75 boxes that you didn't know existed half an hour ago. I'd kind of said to my friend, I might do a video on this actually, do you mind? And they were like, please do, please do. And I'm kind of known in our kind of group as being the one to be really positive and straight in there with the support and the encouragement. So I wanted to give that to you lot as well. So settle yourselves in, strap yourselves in. It's time for Mama Bear to get a few things straight. There have been a couple of things said on social media that have really, really wound me up this week. I'm not usually one for getting into things like this, and I'm not usually one to let people wind me up in this way, but I've seen loads and loads of blog posts about anxiety, YouTube videos about anxiety, people talking about anxiety on social media, and I think it has been incredible to see. If you are suffering with anxiety, depression, where you have to constantly battle with your own thoughts to get anything done in a day, you are my absolute hero. If you then feel confident and brave enough to share that with the entire world, then you just need a round of applause. So well done. Good job, okay? What really winds me up is when things like this start getting talked about more and more and more, people jump on it in such a negative way, and the amount of people that I've seen kicking off because they feel like anxiety has become fashionable to talk about, that term really wound me up this week, has just been incredible. Like, I'm aware that the internet isn't all sunshine and rainbows. I'm aware there are people out there who have different opinions to me. That's absolutely fine and is encouraged. But what gives somebody else the right to make someone who has found courage and strength to share a story, what gives somebody else the right to shoot them down and tell them that, oh, you're just jumping on a bandwagon, you're just trying to make it fashionable? You don't. I'm sorry, you don't. If you don't like some content on the internet, skip past it and carry on with your day. I mean, come on. So, I wanted to have a chat about it, and I wanted to just be fashionable and jump on the bandwagon. I'm joking. So, number one, to address that, talking about anxiety is not fashionable, it's not jumping on a bandwagon, it's being talked about. I grew up in the 80s where mental health was such a stigma. If you suffered with depression or anxiety, you were literally told by medical professionals to get a grip and get on with it. So for me, I love the fact that it gets talked about so widely. It's brilliant because it helps break the stigma and helps people suffering with depression and anxiety. It helps to ease it because one, they can see that other people are going through a similar thing and they don't feel so isolated and scared. And two, they feel like they can go and get some support from their own homes, from under the duvet if you need to. Trust me, getting up, making an appointment, getting dressed, going outside, going to see people to discuss this is hard. That is the hardest thing you will do during your anxiety journey. It is. So to stay in your bed, in your pyjamas, in your little sanctuary, in your little fort that you've created, and to be able to go online and find some support that might actually just tip you enough into feeling all right to get up and get on with your day is brilliant. So I hate that people are labelling it as fashionable or that it shouldn't be being talked about as much as it is. Talk about it more, please. So, as I mentioned, I'm now really good at dealing with it because I'm 355 years old. I've got lots and lots of experience in dealing with it and trying to work with it. So I wanted to share some of those tips with you. I'm also very well known for being Little Miss Ray of Sunshine, Little Miss Positive, and a lot of people assume that's just how I am. That's just my personality. I wake up every day emitting sunshine and rainbows. That is not the case at all. I choose to think like that. And it's taken me years and years and years of practice. I still do it every single day. I still sometimes have to take a deep breath and try and just take a step back and just think positively. But after a few years and, you know, lots and lots of practice, it has actually become more of a habit to think that way. And I wanted to share with you how I actually got to this point, and hopefully that will help some of you. If you can take 1 point away, that would be absolutely awesome. If you're still with me, well done. So first of all, if you're suffering with anxiety, let's just deal with that first. I promise you it doesn't take long. These things have really helped me. They don't all work within 30 seconds. You do have to do a lot of thought and a lot of coaching inside your own head, but I promise Just keep doing it, and each time it'll get easier and easier and easier. Breathe. I know it sounds really simple. I know it sounds like something that somebody would say and you think, yeah, it's not that easy. I get it. It's not easy. I promise. I understand. Be that little voice in your head, like your own little cheerleader in your brain that says to you, okay, we got this. It's all right. It's okay. You're fine. Just breathe. Breathe. I start by trying to breathe for 3 seconds at a time. If you can only manage 2, just do 2. The action of you thinking about breathing and focusing on your breathing brings everything down and lets you think about other things as well and starts to calm the whole process down. So if you can hold on to a bench, hold on to a piece of furniture, anything at all, hold on to something solid, think how it feels and think about your breathing. I then want you to remember something that sounds really crap when I say it at first, but just go with me. I want you to remember nothing lasts. First time you hear that and you think, cheers, that just makes me feel even worse now. I don't mean it like that. Literally, nothing lasts. Nothing lasts. You are not deliriously happy from the day you're born till the day you die. You go through a range of emotions. The flowers come and the flowers die. The autumn comes, the autumn goes. The summer comes, the summer goes. Everything does. So just as your panic attack has come on, it will go away. Okay? Like I said, you don't have to remember this in your first day, in your first 5 minutes, but these things, I promise you, the more you repeat them, the easier they will be to kind of remember and call upon when you need them. So just remember, even in the midst of a full-blown panic attack, it will not last forever. It will stop. Just remember that while you're breathing, okay? Something I do, and again, it sounds so simple, but I think if you're kind of overthinking everything and overthinking how you think people are going to see you in those moments, it's really difficult to see these things as dead simple things because they feel huge at the time. What I do, if I'm feeling a bit anxious, I've kind of learnt now that I know when my anxiety is starting. So if I'm starting to feel a bit anxious or a bit jittery, I will literally just say something. I will just tell whoever I'm with, if I'm at Paul's, if I'm at home, if I'm at my mum's, wherever I am, whoever I'm with, I will just say, oh, I feel a bit anxious today. I'm alright, but I just feel a bit anxious today. So that if anything escalates and I need to say, I need to go and sit down, or I just need to go to bed for half an hour, they know not to bug me, not to fuss over me, not to ask me a million questions, because that really winds me up, and to just let me just go and have 5 minutes. Sometimes, a lot of the time, just saying, oh, I feel a bit anxious today, and somebody then responding with, you're alright, that's enough to just keep it steady, at bay, and just let me just get through whatever I'm doing. You will have somebody that will get it and that will just check in and go, you doing okay? Even if it's someone online, if it's somebody that you chat with online, one of your blogger friends, one of your YouTuber friends, somebody at work, one of your friends, your parents, your siblings, your whatever, your dog, just tell someone. Leonard knows all about my anxiety. And I promise, just sharing it and not feeling so isolated and bottled up really, really helps so much. Next one is one of my favourite things to do when I'm feeling a bit poo, is do something that you enjoy. So whether it's going for a bubble bath, going and curling up in a chair with a blanket and sticking your favourite TV show on, going for a walk outside in the fresh air, whatever it is that you enjoy that makes you relax, do it. Just think, okay, well, I need some time, and just go and chill out and just relax. If you're near me, come and give me a cuddle. I do really good cuddles. I will always give you a cuddle if you need one. My last tip for dealing with anxiety, once you've been through all that, once you've been through the breathing and getting your breathing under control, once you've told yourself that nothing lasts and you've calmed down and you've made yourself feel a bit better and a bit more grounded, once you've said something to somebody, and don't you dare be apologetic about it either, just say it, I'm feeling anxious, just letting you know, there's none of this, I'm really sorry, because you don't need to be, okay? Once you've gone and treated yourself to a nice bubble bath and a read and a smelly candle, whatever you do, nice walk in the countryside, I want you to sit down before you get into bed at the end of the day when you're taking your makeup off or whatever. At the end of the day, I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to tell yourself what an actual badass you are, okay? And I genuinely mean that. You are an absolute warrior. If you can get through battling you and what's in your head constantly, you are an absolute hero. So good work. Well done. I really hope some of those tips help. I mean, I'm not the expert. They just work for me, and that's what's kind of continuously worked and allowed me to kind of get to a better place with it. So take what you will from it. Whenever you're feeling rubbish, or whenever you're feeling down, or whenever you're feeling anxious, or whenever you're feeling worried, please stick this video on, or go and stick any one of my stupid, silly videos on, and I hope they make you laugh. I really hope that any of the little tips that I can give you have helped in some way. And please don't be scared about sharing your anxiety stories. Please don't listen to any of the people online who are being negative towards sharing your story. Just share it, because your story is brilliant. It's all about you, and you are brilliant. So just share it. Just get it done. And if you've nothing nice to say, people, just don't say it, okay? Just shush. Just shush. Oh. But please don't ever tear anybody else down for trying to get across how they feel. It doesn't have to match how you feel. You don't have to match how they feel. Just feel how you feel and let everybody else live, okay? I really hope that one helped in some way. I really hope you've managed to stick with me till the end. Let me know if you have. Is there anybody there? Anybody? I mean, I've been getting some beautiful, beautiful comments from you all on my videos and on my social media, and honestly it makes me so happy, so thank you so much. I genuinely see every message and try to respond as much as I can, so thank you so much. You're all just so beautiful and sweet. I hope you have a wonderful day. I am now off to get my boyf, curl up with the kids and watch some lovely Bake Off with some cakes that I went out and snaffled from the shop. I did pay for them, that sounds awful. Went and bought from the shop. And light some candles and get all cosy and have a lovely time. So I hope whatever you're doing, you're having a fabulous time as well. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon.